going to be demonstrating how I backcomb Kanekalon hair, just normal jumbo braid stuff with the crimp. Yes, you will need your workstation. I use an old garden chair, but you can be really whatever is handy to you. I am making double-ended dreads today because I don't tend to do single-enders. You'll need your comb. I use like a wide tooth and a fine tooth job, 2-in-1, and a pair of scissors, like so. Okay, right. So you have your section of hair that you've sectioned off, and I will say practice, experiment using different sections and different lengths of hair and whatever. And I also like to say that this is not the be-all and end-all. Think of this rather as a starting point to experiment and find your own style, rather than this is how you must backcomb dreads, because it's not, because everyone does it differently. Yeah, so to start with, take your wide tooth side and start backcombing, like so. You know, you don't have to be too precise doing it this way. On the first pass, you don't have to worry about it too much. This is really just to kind of rough up the hair and kind of get it knotted, and then you can use that to really backcomb it and stuff. I must add that when you are choosing hair to backcomb with and to make fake dreads with, go with either Kanekalon, and it's got to be Kanekalon, or Toyo Kalon, and they both heat seal, which is all good. Sorry, I had a message then. Yeah, they both seal in wet heat, and they don't burn. Don't use anything that has 100% synthetic fibre or PP or anything like that on it, because it's just a waste of time. Yes, so now you've done your top side, like that, looks like that. I'm trying to get it better. There we go. Yeah, it looks like that. And what you're going to do is wide tooth side again, and you're going to do the underside. Same sort of thing, just backcomb, backcomb, backcomb. It's a little bit monotonous and it's a little bit tedious. But, oops, I hate it when that happens. When you pull too hard and you end up yanking the damn thing off. It's the only annoying thing about this workstation, but I'm sure they all have their ups and downs. Right, as I was saying. Oh, stop doing that. Anyway. Pardon me, I seem to be having technical problems. It's being a shit, as it were. That's the other thing. That's another reason why you can't apply too much pressure on the first couple of passes. If you have like a little taily bit, take your fine tooth side and kind of just go over it, just to backcomb, make sure you've backcombed enough, but only cut it off about halfway so you still have a bit left, because this will help create your taper. Right, now you want to twist it slightly. Twist. Not a lot. So it's twisted a bit. And then you want to take your fine tooth side and you want to go over it. And you want to do this to create a more sort of sturdy dread, and it also bulks it up without taking it up too much of the length. So if you want something that's quite thick but you know, sort of shoulder, at least shoulder length, then do it this way. And the reason, I can't remember if I've mentioned it, but the reason why I use a comb with like a fine tooth end and a wide tooth end is because I find it very useful. The wide tooth end is good for sort of general back combing and generally knotting it up, and the fine tooth end is really good for kind of fine tuning it and making sure you've done it right. So again, twist, twist, twist. Keep twisting. Oops. Clearly having a spaz moment there. I do realise this is a little boring, but it's not that bad. As long as you've got something to distract you with, then you're alright, really. Jockey egg. Sorry, playing attack of the northern men. No offence to northerners. I am a northerner myself. As you can see, it's kind of skinnier at the top and thicker at the bottom, so I'm just going to take my fine tooth side anyway without twisting, and I'm just going to give it a back comb upwards. You don't have to do this, but if it works, then it works. If the shit fits, wear it and all that. So there you go. Right, now we're going to do the twist test, and this is just to make sure that there's no lumps, that you've back combed it evenly, and it's also just to give you an idea what it'll look like when you've finished it as well. La 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 la. I know there's another couple of other videos on YouTube about backcombing dreads, but there's honestly not that much material on it, and I can sort of see why, because you get a lot of mavericks coming in and making one dread and thinking, oh my god, I can make a business out of this. Well, doing it as a business is sodding hard work, and it gets very boring very quickly, and it also makes it a lot harder for the more well-established people if you do that, so please don't. So yes, this is your finished final product. As you can see, I've already done one side, and yeah, so that's it. And my twist test was fine. If you do have any like lumpy bits or anything, you know, just untwist it, sort of go back over it with your comb, and yeah, so this is what you'll have finished with, and then when you seal it, you will have a dread. If you have any kind, any requests or just any questions, please let me know. If you want to see anything specifically, like how to do a transitional or a candy cane, whatever, I'm going to be doing a video on steaming, because I promised a bunch of people ages ago that I'd do a video on steaming. If you want to know more about dread making in general, go type in Heavenly Hair Forum on Google, and it should be the first link that comes up. Click on it, and there's a wealth of information on there. Please go have a look, and it's such a wonderful community, and I love it. So yes, yeah, that's everything. I hope you found it useful, and thank you very much for watching. If you want to know anything else, like I said, let me know.